Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to Tom's Corner, where you can hear the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. Topic lesson today. Do we love evil and hate good? Let it sink in. Micah chapter 3, verse 1, 8. Oh, no, let me do it again. Verse 1 and 2. Put the wrong sign in it. All right. Number 1, and I said, Hear I pray you, O heads of Jacob, and you princes of the house of Israel. Is it not for you to know judgment? Number 2, who hate the good and love evil, who pluck off their skin from off them, and their flesh from off their bones, speaking about the people, the underlings under their systems and so forth and so on. Now, does any of this sound like what is happening in our world today? Not. Essentially, you could ask that from about every country, because somehow, some way, every country is starting to act like the other country. Did you know that? Okay, let's go on just a little bit farther and then we'll talk about it. God is asking in chapter 1, verse 1, does anyone know how to judge? Now, this is what I'm asking. Does anyone know how to judge now? In our judicial system today, basically not one judge or the ones in leadership, especially now in our Democratic Party, from the president down, even some Republicans, have we all gone mad? Who can tell me what a woman is? I scratch my head over this because now I'm starting to think, who is a woman? I thought the one that I married was a woman. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm going to have to talk to, and I don't even know if it's proper to say that my wife is a her. So what do I do in a situation like that? How do I address a man's wife? Can I legally say, this is Mrs. such and such, Mrs. Smith? Can I do that? Or what? I don't know. Everything's changing so fast now. And, oh, by the way, I did talk to my dog about hiding her head from me. Apparently I'm getting too deep because this is what's happening now. Same old dog. All right. Now remember, I have always said both parties are basically the same. It's like a lawyer that know each other in a county or community, or lawyers, I should say. One will tell the other one, well, I'll win this one and you can win the next one. Do you think that's a lie? That I'm telling you a lie? It's not a lie. It's just basically the way that it works. Now, here's one. Don't walk around with so thin of a skin. That's what we're doing now. We're walking around so touchy. I don't even know how this trash got started that we're so touchy. I remember in school, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Well, apparently we're dying from that today because now we signify people. You can't signify them anymore. Did you know? If you don't know what signify is, don't go look it up. Okay. Okay, that the least thing that is spoken about you, you get all upset about it. And I'll tell you something else. All of a sudden, no matter what you say nowadays, it's a racial stir, a racial slur. Okay? I don't know how that started. I thought we were all trying to get along and doing well. Okay? And I didn't know that until Obama brought it up. Then all of a sudden he started talking, this is racist, that's racist. And I said, I didn't know that. Maybe I better go back and think this thing over. I had to think, am I racist? Now remember this, in James chapter 3, but no man can tame the tongue. Can't tame it. It'll talk without the brain kicking in. Did you know that? It is a restless evil full of deadly poison. That's what James was speaking about. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26 through 27, it tells me this. Be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger. King James Version, don't let the sun go down on your wrath. Same thing, same thing. We live in a sad day where freedom of speech is basically becoming extinct. Do we now live in North Korea, or are we getting close to living like individuals in North Korea? Do you know what they do in North Korea when their leader, which they glorify as God, anytime they're around him, they're so bubbly and happy. No matter what he does, he just killed 30,000 people, and they go, their own children. And I'm looking at people today, man, I'm going, are we real or what, man? What's going on here? They're passing laws now that restrict basically our movements, our thoughts. Our school is full of doctrine that's absolutely not right, but and we never say a word about it. Never say a word about it. Might grumble a little bit inside your closed doors, look around, make sure the TV's not watching you, get in the basement between cement and put lead up so that they can't hear your thoughts. All right. Why is it that everything we seem to say, again, is racist? I mean, you know, I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. My best friends were black. What they referred to back then, it was colored people. Yeah, the truth is, I don't know when they changed that, but when we say colored people, that's not a racist remark, because we're referring to certain people, their color is darker or lighter. So, I mean, it's hard to place that in a category, but now they just package it and say, you know, it's all black. And then again, we're supposed to be white people, okay? What about the people that have Indian running through them? West Virginia, they say, is full of people that have Cherokee Indian blood going through them. What do we call them? Honkies? Huh? I don't think we're that, like, how shall I say, thin-skinned people in West Virginia. We tolerate all kinds of crazy stuff. People call us hillbilly, honkies. Black people call us maybe even crackers. I don't understand that either, okay? But, I mean, we go back to sticks and stones. It doesn't make any sense, okay? Now I'm ashamed that I'm white. You know they're teaching that in school. You need to be ashamed because you're white. And this is pushed through our school system by our government, and it's forced on the teachers, and they have to do this because the government now is supplementing the schools, but we're still coming out dumber than a box of rocks. Why do we let the government interfere into our school system? Why do we even take that payola money from them? We need to can that garbage to the garbage can. Tell them, hey, we're better off without it. Look how good we're doing today, man, because we allowed lottery in, huh? We're doing fantastic. They even tell you we give millions of dollars to the school system. Well, if that's the case, how come the school system didn't get it? Huh? Who got that money? The lying pieces of trash? They're still crying, well, we need to improve the school and we don't have enough money. Well, geez, with all the millions you got from gambling and causing daddy to stink and be worse than a dope addict, spend all the money and everything, we allowed that. And guess who tells you if you have a gambling problem, guess whose number they put down? The casinos pay for that to educate you and try to get you out. It's a double standard. It doesn't make sense. That's the world we live in. All right, here we go. And I just found out here recently that my kids are not mine. And now I'm looking at my wife funny. How did they know anything? How do they know? Well, if they're not mine, whose are they? Huh? And if they're not mine, I think they owe me some money for taking care of somebody else's kids all these years. What do you think? Oh, you never thought of that, did you? Okay. Now, what happens when we are innocent? Are we not innocent until proven guilty? Are we? What if I say this? I don't think I can even say all Democrats drive a Ford. Is that racist? I mean, really, I've got to think about that before I even say it. Our government has a bad habit of tying you up in court until all your money is gone. And then you go to jail. If you will notice, people of a certain political party now, they are dogging them down the road, pull them in court, pull them in court, pull them in court, and they are paying thousands, and if they got money, even millions of dollars, trying to keep out of jail on charges that are not true. They're fictitious, and they keep bringing charge after charge after charge. Well, guess what? You're paying high dollar lawyers. Now, the Bible does say, woe unto you, ye lawyers. That's you know why they says. All right, now here's one. The NAACP, when bringing a lawsuit against a county for having the Ten Commandments on the wall in the courthouse, the county does not fight back. Do you know why? Because the county does not have enough money to keep this thing rolling in court year after year and depleting the funds of the county. But the NAACP is polluted with money. So they can send in high dollar lawyers that know the law better than anybody else and can twist it, and they fight you in court, so you automatically let it roll over and lay down, and you say, pull the Ten Commandments down. We don't want the argument, and we don't have to keep paying the money out. Okay. I hope some of this is helping you, okay? I hope some of this will bring truth to you. I've only scratched the surface. But anyhow, God bless. I'll see you the next trip.